Hey entrepreneurs, Sam Day here from DeyTips. I'm a marketing consultant and I also teach marketing on behalf of LinkedIn on their platform LinkedIn Learning. And my aim on this YouTube channel is to help everyday entrepreneurs understand complex marketing terms to help them to boost sales to their businesses online. And in this video, I'm focusing on split testing and how you can use split testing as a way to boost your paid ads when you're promoting your website, your products, or your services online. So first and foremost, let me break down exactly what split testing is. The simplest way to describe split testing is when you have different variations of a advertisement campaign and you want to test which one is going to perform best. So you might have a campaign A and a campaign B, and you send 100 people to campaign A and 100 people to campaign B. You might notice that after running this campaign for a week or two, that campaign B is outperforming campaign A. So that means campaign B is the winner of that split test, and you may decide to continue running advertisements to campaign B. But you can actually go a step further than this and create a campaign C. And your campaign C, you might notice, performs better than your campaign B. And you can continue making these split tests until you find a campaign that you simply just can't beat anymore. And that will be the campaign that you stick with. I've actually done a video on multivariate testing as well. So this is when you test multiple different variations of a campaign and see which one is going to work. And I'll leave that video in the description down below. But essentially, you don't necessarily know what campaign is going to perform best. You might have a great idea, you might have a hypothesis, but the only way to truly know if a campaign is going to work is by putting it out there. If you've watched any of my paid ad videos on this YouTube channel, I'll leave a link to them in the description down below just in case you want to catch up. But one of the things that I speak about often is not necessarily running ads, at least initially, to make money. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You know, you run a business, you're trying to run paid ads to make money, and obviously you should be doing that. But the main aim when you start running your paid ads is to buy data. And this is why I always recommend having a test monthly budget, because you're not essentially trying to necessarily make the most amount of money when you first start your paid ads. What you're trying to do is analyze how your target audience interacts with your ads so you can use that data to make changes to your advertisement so that you can hopefully increase the amount of people who click on your ad, who interact with your ad, who become leads for your business, and ultimately who buy from your product. So first and foremost, when it comes to split testing your paid ads, you want to think about what is known as your ad creative. Your ad creative is the very first thing that people see before they make the decision to click on your advert. So Google understand this very well. And this is why when you create your adverts for your Google ads, they will now basically want you to create more than one title and description for your Google ads. And what Google will do is they will use AI to interchangeably change your advert. So let's say you come up with 3 different titles for your Google ad and 3 different descriptions. Google will play about with those advertisements when they show them to users. And what Google will do is determine, based on how people are clicking on those particular ads, it will determine which ad performs best. So this is one way that Google uses AI to determine what is the best ad to show to your users. And you can do the same as well when advertising elsewhere on the internet. Maybe you're advertising using LinkedIn ads or Facebook or Instagram ads or wherever you're advertising your products or your services. There are usually different options when it comes to ad creative. So let's say, for example, you're using Facebook. You can advertise using a video as your main ad creative or a single image as your main ad creative. You can also advertise a reel or a carousel of images. Now, you might have a hypothesis of what is the best advert to run to, get the most amount of clicks and people coming back to your website. But as I mentioned, there's no way of knowing this for certain unless you test. And this is where you have your test monthly budget so you can make data-driven decisions going forward in your business. So when you're first starting out with your advertisement campaign, you might create an advert and then the advert is exactly the same, but the only thing that is different at first is your ad creative. And that's another important thing about split testing as well. You don't want to split test too many different things at once. So you don't want to test your ad creative as well as your landing page, as well as your buy now buttons and loads of different things, because it's then difficult for you to know what made people click on one ad as opposed to another ad, or what made people buy from one ad as opposed to another ad, because you've tested way too many things. So what I recommend is you create one advertisement and only change one element of that advertisement. And the first element that you would test or change would be your ad creative. So first and foremost, you might go and create one advertisement, and the only thing that is different about that advertisement is the ad creative, is the thing that gets people clicking on the ad. So maybe one ad has a video attached to it, so people see the video, they click and they go to your landing page. Another ad that you have running at the same time is a single image ad. People see the one image ad that you've created, they click on that, they go to your landing page. And maybe you create a third one, which might be a carousel ad. People see the carousel, they click on that advert and they go to your landing page. You might notice that after 2 weeks or so, the video ad is outperforming all of your other advertisements. So what you might decide to do is drop the other two advertisements that are not necessarily working, and then go ahead and create a different variation. Maybe you have 2 or 3 different ideas for video ads that you can create. So maybe after the first test, you decide to have 3 different ads, and all of them have 3 different types of videos to see which one gets more clicks and more leads or sales back to your business. And then you might identify one video idea that you had that is actually starting to generate you way more clicks and sales than the other 2 video ideas. So again, you drop the video ideas that are not working as well, and you keep the video idea that is working well. So this process of split testing can actually start to take a few weeks and sometimes even months before you can identify your winning campaign. And this is why having a test monthly budget is so important, and not relying too heavily on your adverts making a profit right out of the gate, because you need to buy the data to see what is working. So let's say you've run enough tests and you're happy with your ad creative. It's getting you a lot of clicks and it's getting you results to your website. You can actually test a little bit further than that as well. You can also test your landing page experience. So once you're happy with the ad creative that is driving you the most amount of traffic, you can then go ahead and start testing your landing page. This is the page that people land on after they click on your advert. So people click on your ad, and the page that they land on will significantly determine whether or not they are likely to make a buying decision based off of the words that you put on there. Maybe you have a video on there, maybe you have a product description on there, and even things down to the color of your buy now button could influence someone making a purchase decision from that particular landing page. So you might have 2 different landing pages and you split test these landing pages. So you create 2 adverts. One advert sends people to landing page A, and the other advert sends people to landing page B. You send this exact same amount of traffic to both landing pages, and you see which one seems to convert best. So maybe one landing page has a video that kind of explains your product or service that you are offering, and maybe the other landing page just has text, and people can read through the text to see what it is you are offering. And you might test to see which landing page performs better. Do people prefer the video, or do people prefer the text? And essentially, you want to do with your landing page what you did with your ad creative, which is to keep on testing different elements until you find a landing page that you just can't seem to beat. Doesn't matter what you test against it, that landing page seems to be converting the most amount of traffic into leads or customers for your business. And that will be the landing page that you go with. And believe it or not, you can even go further than just testing your landing page. You can test different elements of your marketing as well. So if you follow this YouTube channel, you will know that I speak about cross-selling and upselling as part of your business to help increase the average order cart value. That is the average amount of money someone leaves your website with when they make a purchase from your website. And I actually did a video not too long ago about having similar products listed kind of underneath or around the product that someone is about to purchase. And this can help to kind of order bump people so that they don't just leave your website with the product that they intended to buy, but they potentially order bump and add different elements to their cart as well. And you might test if adding this to your page actually increases the amount that someone spends when they visit your website after they click on your advert. Another thing that you can test is your emails that you send to your customers. So another thing that I preach highly on this channel is email marketing. And email marketing, not just people who are leads, but people who have bought products from you in the past. So you can actually attach your email marketing software to your payment gateway. So I personally use Aweber and I also use PayPal and Stripe. So I can connect my PayPal account to my Stripe and to my PayPal. So what essentially happens is when someone makes a purchase from my website, they are put onto my email list so I can actually email them follow-up products that might complement the product that they have already bought, or maybe upsells to the product that they have bought. So I can actually split test the first email that people get sent after they make a purchase. And maybe one email tends to convert people into, upselling or cross-selling better than my other emails. You might test things such as your email subject lines to see which is getting the most open rates when you're sending out those emails. So split testing doesn't really stop, and there's so many different elements of your marketing campaign that you can split test. Your online paid ads is the most obvious one, obviously, because you're spending money there. So you want to make sure that you're optimizing, but also when you're spending money, it's a quick way to get traffic to your website, and it's a quick way for you to test what is working and what isn't working kind of quickly and easily for your business. But I will be speaking about other elements of your marketing that you can test both organically when you're doing, say, social media marketing or SEO, and through your email marketing as well, things that you can kind of test to make sure that you're always constantly getting better. And the more you test is the more qualified traffic you can send to your website and landing pages, and the more leads and sales you can generate over time. So just by implementing a simple split testing strategy to your marketing, then month on month, you should start to see improvements in how your business is doing, because you're analyzing the data and you're making data-driven decisions. Now, when it comes to paid advertisements, it's important to note that you might actually find a winning ad. Maybe you do 2 months or so of testing and you come up with an ad that is converting really well. More times than not, it is not a case of if your ad will stop working. It's more so a case of when your ad will stop working. Because after a while, your advert is likely to be seen by everybody who is likely to actually engage with it. And this is when you might need to revamp your advertisements, when you start noticing that traffic is decreasing from that ad, or leads are slowing down from that ads, or sales are slowing down from that ads. And you need to go back to square one and come up with some new concepts, some new ideas to revamp the advertisements that you might have out. And it could be something as simple as a new competitor has come in and they have started to advertise on the platform that you are advertising on as well. And you might need to change up your ad to compete a little bit better as well. But if you are new to split testing, I highly recommend downloading my free guide, which is the formula. You can download it from my website, going to DeyTips.com/the formula. As you can see, there's a copy next to me as well. And I'll also leave a copy in the description and on the screen somewhere for you to go and grab it. It's going to teach you some of the fundamentals to running paid ads for your business successfully. But I also cover some organic methods as well that you can utilize to drive more traffic, leads, and sales to your products and services on a consistent basis. We speak about things like search engine optimization, social media marketing, and also paid ads as well. So whatever it is that you are focused on when it comes to driving people to your business, then I've got you covered. But also make sure you subscribe to this channel and click that bell notification button as well, because I will be putting out future videos on split testing and other marketing methods that you can implement as well. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest marketing trends, then this is the channel that you need to stay subscribed to. But a huge thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, as always, let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.